Racing Silent War just hesitated out of the gate over there from the 1475. Over towards the stand side of the track. That one got out well as Whispers of War is up there with the leaders. Also jumped fairly well is that horse Now I Got You is over towards their outside. They being followed back towards the inside by Unzen and Funky Music to the inside, also showing a bit of speed as well. Black Egret is racing in the centre. Valdorcia is there as well as they travel along now and race their way down towards the 800 metre marker. Whispers of War over towards the outside shows the way. Racing there with him is Valdorcia. That's on the stand side. Now I Got You, Black Egret there. They being followed after that by another level. Then Cabinet Shuffle. They're racing down the centre of the track. Funky Music is over to their inside. Unzen behind that. Suzanne is further back as well. Then came Richard the First. They three off the leader. Brave Viking is back along their inside. They being followed further back by Bon Vivant, and it's wide open. Pyromaniac is on the outside. They got a few lengths to make up. Celtic Rumours is there. Whispers of War, it's wide open. They spread across the track. Unzen, Funky Music is down the inside. Blush, Sun Blushed is there. Brave Viking down to the inside of those. Now you can pick them right across the track. It's Unzen is right down towards the inside. Unzen has gone through. Valdorcia, Funky Music running on Unzen. Unzen staying on best from Funky Music. Unzen, Funky Music photo. Brave Vikings there, and Chivana running on as well. 10, 20. 22. Okay, let's put them across from the judge. He'll confirm them now as he has. We'll get them through for you, but Unzen down the inside, spread across the track. They used the whole race course. They used them all. And Unzen for Robbie Sage and Dennis Schwarz comes home best of all. This is owned by Mr. Levoux, Nestat Thomas van der Linden, Mrs. Thomas, bred by the Tawny Syndicate, and that stays on well. What price was Unzen? 12 to 1. Top 5 or 6 in the market. That's pretty much how they've crossed the line in terms of the world sports betting grand heritage.
Well, never surprises and never disappoints. That is the grand heritage. 3 renewal since the World Sports Betting launched this particular event, which is about 10 years ago. We've had some pretty good winners. We've had some great finishes, and generally a great day as a whole here out at the VAAL. And the man who's certainly enjoying his afternoon at the VAAL, he had to excuse himself after his first winner, and of course he's now here to talk to us about his latest winner, Unzen. Take us through the win, because so far we thought the bias was on the outside, but you guys have certainly turned that theory around in race 7.
Yes, I also thought so. Originally, I would have loved to track over and also give Morse a bit of a chance. He took me on a little bit in the beginning, and I allowed him to go a little bit forward. And with that, he actually came back to me and allowed him to quicken as well as he did in the finish. And I just have to say big thanks to Mr. Sage, to Joe, all their hard work at home. It really paid off for them, and big thanks for the opportunity from them.
Right, as far as the ensuing pack, did you ever feel threatened that perhaps I'm running out, or you had enough, you knew you had enough underneath you to get to the line?
Yeah, back to the running on the outside and the inside. We were going so well through the middle of the course, and we actually got away from the horses on the outside, which I could see on the side, in the corner of my eye, and traveling the way we did, I really thought we were in the right spots actually. And that today of all days, it's not that biased. Having a 2-draw on this race, it really worked out beautifully for us. And yeah, I can't thank the owners enough for the opportunity, and well done to all of them. Totally deserve it.
I know you've won a few graded features in your time, but I'm sure this is as satisfying.
Yes, definitely. This is one of the biggest races, I think, on the calendar. Big thanks to World Sport Betting for hosting the event, and they've done a phenomenal job. And yeah, it's definitely one of the races that was highly strung on my list of races to win, and obviously the biggest at the VAAL. So I'm glad that I can tick that off my box.
There's a trophy for you, Dennis. Congratulations. It's been a good day. It's a double, and what a way to round off your double. And we certainly wish you a continued good season. There is still lots more to come through. This is also a bottle of champagne to accompany your trophy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Now, on to the winning trainer, Robbie Sage. Robbie, many congratulations. There's some loyal patrons involved. Those colors have been, and some of those names have been synonymous with your stable since I've been around anyway.
Yeah, with JJ especially, and Martin, you know, they originally had this horse, and Larry and James and Michelle, you know, it's great for them. And yeah, this little horse, you know, he's all heart. And it was a bit of trial today. First time distance down the straight, drawn 2, weren't too sure. We thought we'd get him tucked in, but he didn't seem to want to be tucked in. But a lovely ride by Dennis. And, you know, well done to the horse and to Joe and everybody in the yard that works so diligently in that width. And to World Sports Betting, you know, well done for them. And it's a lovely meeting to come to, and especially to win it. That's the main thing.
Indeed. As I was saying, the draw seemed to be favourable on the outside up until now, but it's certainly a great race to win, and good that you could make the trip out here.
Yeah, it was. I haven't been down here for a long time, and with having my issues that I've had, but yeah, maybe I'll pitch up next year for the same race.
Well, I hope this is a tonic for whatever issue it is. We've all had our issues, but I hope this is a tonic, and really, may it be onward, upward with this horse.
Yeah, I'm sure. Onward, upward, yes.
Thank you so much. A trophy from World Sports Betting. Steve Karim representing the connections, and certainly is one of those finishes that you will remember for a long time, as well as a bit of a voucher there. All right, let's get the connections in. Let's start off with Mr. Liver. Please come through. Both of you come through. Yes, Joe, please come through as well. Joe, please. Joe, thank you so much for joining us. And my man, you've kept the ship on course whilst the main man has been away. And right now it is looking like everything is paying off, and I'm sure this is a very satisfying victory. Wherever you are tonight, I want to be as well.
Yeah, no, first of all, I will say thanks to our owners to be patient with us. I think he's a fourth round after the race, so he's been doing very well. We had some issues with the horse, but they give us time. So well done to the owners, well done to Dennis. He listened, what extraction. He had a very good race for us, and then to my boss as well. He's been patient with this horse. I know it's a problem horse, but we managed to get it right.
Now, I hope the brother's is going to come through. Well, I had hoped he was going to come through, but he's not coming through, William. And you're going to accept the groom's prize on behalf of William.
Yes, yeah, well done to Wilson. He will really,
Wilson, I beg
yeah, Wilson, yes. He will really appreciate for the 1,500. This is very good for the groom side.
Indeed. And it's very good work on your behalf. We see you often representing the stable on TV. And long may the team go from strength to strength.
Yeah, no. We said well done to us as well, to my boss as well.
Okay.
To that opportunity give it to me to be here. Yeah, I really appreciate that.
No, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you so much. There's your trophy as well as the check for Wilson.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Now, the owner cannot keep away. He can't keep out. If he doesn't come to me now, I know where to find him elsewhere. But no, congratulations. You are a man who loves his racing. You've had some decent horses. You're not a man who shouts from the top of the buildings about your ownership, etc. But very well done. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy lifting up the trophy.
Thank you very much. He's been a bit of an unlucky horse in the past. Not ridden according to the way he should have. And he had a few little hiccups along the way. But he showed today that he's quite a decent little horse. Congratulations to my son, Martin, to all the other owners, Mr. J.R. van der Linden, who's in Cape Town at the moment watching the Sevens, to Mr. Larry Nestet, and to Mrs. and Mr. Thomas.
And of course, they're the breeders, Tony Syndicate.
Yes, and to Tony Syndicate as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And nice that you could make the trip out here.
Always do. Thank you.
There's a trophy presented by Steve Karim, and of course, waiting also in the sidelines is another exec from World Sports Betting to just put the icing on the cake, so to speak. We're not through because we are still going to be looking ahead to the consolation race, which follows as race number 8. Now, representing World Sports Betting, it has been a Steve Karim doing all the trophy presentation. Now you do the hard part. You got to talk to us. Yeah. We still need to find out exactly how many years. Is it 9, 10?
I think it's 10 years now.
Yeah.
I think this is the 10th year, and WSB have been the sponsor for the last 10 years. The only sponsor.
The only sponsor since, I mean, they launched the trophy, and it has really gone from strength to strength. I was actually saying in the preview, the strength of a race is also about the caliber in terms of quantity and quality that you draw, and this is a prime example of that.
Oh yeah, I mean, since inception, and I mean, I think today's a great example. The course was full, the grandstand was full, the restaurants were full, the food was great, everybody's had a great time. It's been some great results for players and and a few outsiders as well. And I think this winner of the race wasn't unfancied. And funnily enough, I spoke to Robbie as soon as I went into the ring, and then I bumped into Dennis, and it should have been an omen to back it, but I didn't. But no, it's been a fabulous day, and the weather's held up, and the weather's been a great part in it. We had a family fun day here today, and I think even in the heat, I think it touched about 34 degrees, and the family fun day was well attended by families and children. So it's been a fantastic atmosphere. We're very happy with it.
Of course, I can say that your continued commitment to the upliftment of racing is quite evident. Last week it was the Guineas.
Yes.
This week it is the World Sports Heritage. May you continue to do so.
Oh yeah, and then obviously the big one is just around the corner, the Met on January the 27th. And I think we've been working in the office now for at least a couple of months on that, and I think we've already got about 200 confirmed guests from Joburg, Durban, PE, all over the country, and yeah, that's the next big one. It's going to be a great day as well there.
Well, long may it continue. World sports betting, a name as synonymous with not only racing, with a lot of sports. I mean, we look at our cage fighters, as I like to call them. You are very evident there. I mean, any sport, cricket, you're there everywhere.
Boxing. In fact, last Saturday I was at Sharks and Bulls at Loftus. I spent the day there. The week before that was Kevin Lorena, which is also sponsored by World Sports Betting. As you know, Kevin's been a brand ambassador for many, many years now. And that was also a full house for us. So no, we've been very, very busy, particularly the last few weeks.
Well, Bob, I'll round off by saying next year I look forward to having the same conversation and talking about the heights that you've scaled in between then and now, or now and then.
Yeah. And also, just to finish off with as well, it's nice to see you back at the track. I've seen you in the studio a million times, but it's the first time I've seen you at the track for a long time. So lovely to see you back as well.
Thank you so much. Heart rendering. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Cecil. Great to see you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Big up, and it's up onwards and upwards to all the connections. That is the Robbie Sage stable, all the ownership, the Breeders' Tawny Syndicate, and of course the rider Dennis Schwarz. Can we forget the sponsors? It is World Sports Betting, and we've just seen the running of the 2023 renewal of the Grand Heritage. It is a consolation race coming up as race number 8. Obviously the same distance, smaller field, but I'm sure it will be just as fascinating.